This name is one that resonates across the globe. It is one of the most influential names in modern American politics and business. Donald Trump has made the Trump family name synonymous with real estate, reality television, and politics. The 45th President of the United States has been accused of inflating his fortune on multiple occasions, and his assets have been under public scrutiny ever since he entered the political arena. And with many of his children involved in the family business and his political runs, the Trump family is a complicated web of professional and personal connections. Today, we dive deep into Donald Trump's immediate and extended family. We talk about how they built their wealth over multiple generations and how they make sure it lasts within the family. Here is the real story of the Trump family journey to becoming one of the most affluent families in the United States. To understand the Trump family, we have to go far beyond the Trump Organization Company and go back a couple hundred years in the past. It all began in 1885 when Donald Trump's grandfather, Friedrich Trump, emigrated from Germany to the United States at the young age of 16. During the Klondike Gold Rush, he amassed a fortune by opening a restaurant and hotel serving gold seekers on their way to the region. After his death, his fortune was passed on to his wife Elizabeth and his son, Fred Trump. Donald Trump's father, Fred Trump, became a successful real estate developer in New York City. Using their inheritance, Fred Trump and his mother Elizabeth made a fortune by founding a company that built single-family houses in Queens, housing developments for the U.S. Navy personnel, and more than 27,000 apartments in New York City. Donald Trump became the CEO of his father's real estate business in 1971 and renamed it the Trump Organization. He has often said he began his career with a small loan of $1 million from his father and that he had to pay it back with interest, but that loan was in reality estimated at $14 million. He has been accused of inflating his net worth throughout his career and campaign for the presidency and was removed from the Forbes list of billionaires on multiple occasions. In 2015, his campaign claimed his wealth had increased to $10 billion when in fact it was estimated to only be $2.5 billion. Nonetheless, he is still very rich and owns several multi-million-dollar estates across the United States and abroad. He famously owns 10 different luxury towers and hotels in Manhattan alone, worth over $720 million, including the Trump Tower and Trump Park Avenue, and multiple mansions, golf clubs, and resorts across the United States. Trump currently lives in his Mar-a-Lago estate that is valued at a whopping $350 million. The estate is 62,500 square foot and has 126 rooms, which is why the former president made it his primary residence. He also owns a 3-story penthouse at Trump Tower in New York, estimated at $64 million, designed in a Louis XIV-era style with gold-trimmed furniture, marble floors, and crystal chandeliers. Although he is facing his 4th criminal charge in less than a year, Donald Trump is still flying in style. Trump travels in his prize Boeing 757 private jet, nicknamed Trump Force One. He paid $100 million for it in 2011, and it has since been decked out with luxuries like a private bedroom and gold-plated seatbelts. The twice-impeached former president, who is currently facing a total of 91 criminal counts between 4 investigations, has been married to 3 women and has 5 children and 10 grandchildren in total. With expensive divorces, updated contracts, and the presidency causing his net worth to plummet, the wealth ranking of the former U.S. president's family members may come as a surprise. Ivanka was born on October 30th, 1981, in Manhattan, New York City, as the second child and only daughter of Ivana and Donald Trump. Ivanka attended the University of Pennsylvania, from which she graduated with a bachelor's degree in economics in 2004. As the most entrepreneurial sibling, Ivanka's first business was a jewelry line launched in 2007. Then came handbags, shoes, and other accessories. By 2013, the business was doing about $75 million in sales. A major line of women's workwear soon followed and quickly hit $100 million in revenues. The good times didn't last. Hit by her father's polarizing politics, her sales reportedly plummeted, and in July 2018 she announced that she was shutting down the entire operation. No worries, since one of her biggest sources of wealth is actually her husband. In 2005, she started dating real estate developer Jared Kushner. The pair met through mutual friends. Jared Kushner is part of the prominent Kushner family and is one of the heirs to their multi-billion-dollar real estate business. For much of his career, Kushner worked as a real estate investor in New York City through the family business, Kushner Companies. He took over the company after his father, Charles Kushner, was convicted for 18 criminal charges and was later pardoned by Donald Trump in 2020. Together, the couple has a combined wealth of $1.1 billion. Ivanka's net worth alone is estimated to be $300 million. How does the couple spend its fortune? Ivanka Trump and Kushner paid $15,000 in rent every month for a 7,000 square foot house in the Kalorama neighborhood in Washington, D.C. The picturesque neighborhood is also home to Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos, former U.S. President Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. But for years, Ivanka and Kushner actually lived in a penthouse owned by Donald Trump on the building's 28th floor. Their vacation home, a cottage at the Trump National Bedminster Golf Club, is also owned by the president. Documents show the couple's art collection is worth up to $25 million. Many of the pieces are from young, up-and-coming artists. As part of the elite DC society, Kushner and Ivanka's eldest daughter, Arabella, attended the Jewish Primary Day School in Washington, where annual tuition runs a cool $26,100. The political power couple has been rich all their lives and will likely have the opportunity to pass on immense wealth to their 3 kids, just like their parents did for them. Donald Trump Jr. was born on December 31, 1977 in Manhattan, to Ivana Zelnikova and Donald Trump. Don Jr. got an economics degree from the exclusive Wharton School of Business of the University of Pennsylvania. After graduating from Penn in 2000, Don Jr. moved to Aspen, Colorado, where he lived a nomadic life, hunting, fishing, skiing while living in a truck. This is not widely known, but Donald Jr. worked as a bartender for a year in Aspen before returning to join the Trump Organization in the buzzing city of New York. Don was the first Trump sibling to officially join the family enterprise. Don has spent his career working for his father and funneling his salary into businesses of his own. As an executive vice president at the Trump Organization, Don Jr. helped manage the company's property portfolio before he and Eric were put in charge of all operations while their father was in office. It has afforded him a very comfortable lifestyle. Don Jr. owns a 5,900 square foot luxury apartment in Midtown Manhattan and an upstate New York cabin next to the Delaware River. He also holds a 7.5% stake in the Trump International Hotel in Washington, D.C., worth $15 million, and Forbes estimates his net worth to be as high as $200 million. In 2003, Don Jr. began dating model Vanessa K. Hayden after his father's suggestion. The couple married in 2005 at the Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida. They have 5 children. In March 2018, the couple divorced, and Trump Jr. has been dating Kimberly Guilfoyle, a Fox News anchor and former advisor to Donald Trump. The pair made headlines in 2020 when they snapped up a $4.5 million, 7-bedroom Hamptons mansion. Eric Frederick Trump is the third child and second son of Donald Trump and his first wife, Ivana Trump. He graduated with a degree in finance and management from Georgetown University in Washington, D.C. Eric started accompanying his father to job sites and negotiations from a young age. He briefly considered other careers but decided to join the family business while he was still a high school student. The youngest of the 3 siblings from the president's first marriage, Eric Trump's finances appear to be the most closely tied to Donald Trump. He lives in a $2 million penthouse on the edge of Central Park that spans 4 units in the Trump Park East building. He also owns a home in Westchester, New York, and co-owns the Trump Winery with his father. Eric has an estimated net worth of $25 million. His pay as an executive vice president at the Trump Organization seems to be his only major source of wealth. In 2014, Eric married his longtime girlfriend Laura Leah Unaska, an associate producer on the news program Inside Edition. They have 2 children, a son born in 2017 and a daughter born in 2019. Tiffany Ariana Trump was born on October 13, 1993. She is the 4th child of Donald Trump and his only child with Marla Maples. Her parents divorced in 1999 after a 2-year separation. She attended University of Pennsylvania and graduated in 2016 with a Bachelor of Arts degree in sociology. Tiffany was also a member of the Kappa Alpha Theta sorority. She is often regarded as the forgotten Trump child. Tiffany's mother received little of Donald's fortune in their divorce settlement, reportedly between $1 million and $5 million, and she grew up in California, while the rest of her siblings stayed close to their father on the East Coast. Her net worth has been valued at up to $10 million. Tiffany Trump lives in one of the fanciest houses in Florida. This property is a 9,000-square-foot mansion with 5 bathrooms and 2 pools. Tiffany purchased this house for $9 million. Tiffany also shares her father's taste for the finer things in life, from summers in the Hamptons to designer clothes and shoes. Tiffany's fortune could get bigger with her marriage with an heir to a multi-billion-dollar fortune. In summer 2018, while on vacation in Greece with actress Lindsay Lohan, Trump met Michael Boulos, a Lebanese-American billionaire heir and business executive whose family owns Boulos Enterprises in Nigeria. She has been in a relationship with Boulos since 2018, and they married in Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, Florida. Shortly after the former president tied the knot with his wife Melania Trump in 2005, the couple learned they were expecting a baby. Barron was born on March 20th, 2006, becoming Donald's 5th child and Melania's 1st. Barron spent his childhood at the family's lavish penthouse in New York City while attending prestigious private schools on Manhattan's Upper West Side. When Donald was elected president and began his term in January 2017, Barron and Melania stayed behind in Manhattan so that he could quietly finish the school year. Barron Trump is bilingual, speaking both English and Slovene, his mother's native language and the language he speaks with his grandparents who also live in New York. Although he is still a teenager, Barron Trump's net worth stands at an impressive $10 million. With a strong family foundation, access to valuable assets, and a top-tier education at his disposal, the youngest Trump family member is poised for continued success in the future. Observers and fans will be curious to see how Barron's life and fortune continue to evolve as he steps further into adulthood and takes on new challenges and responsibilities.
This is World of Affluence, and thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for exclusive insights into the lives of the top 1% of the world.